So hello everyone, this is Judith with another video. We are talking about your twin flame journey. Very warm welcome to this channel. Yeah, there are a lot of things to talk about, and that's ongoing, right? So I want to talk a little bit about where you are going, right? Where you are going along the journey, and of course same for your twin flame. So basically, in the last video, if you haven't seen it, I'm like linking it somewhere here. I've been talking about fear and love, right? That this is a choice basically that you have to make, but it's yeah. And I wanna be a little bit more precise what this means. So more and more you're moving into this place of unconditional love along the journey. That's the goal basically, right? And so it is of course important for you to choose this. Yeah, but to choose this does not mean that you are there all at once. There is like a whole path that is unfolding for you to get there. And this path is sometimes takes more time, less time. It really depends on the couple and on the things that need to be released, the blocks along the way. And yeah, so and fear, you could say that fear is the state of being in the ego, basically of reacting to what you see outside of you. So that's a very important thing. As long as you are in this state of fear, let's just take it as a concept, right? There's fear and you're moving out of fear into love. That's a whole other way of being. Yeah, so that's how you can see it. As long as you are in fear, you would just react to what you see, and you would easily get triggered by things that are happening on the outside. It doesn't mean that when you're in love you have no triggers at all. That's not the way it is. But you would have learned a way of looking at those triggers and dealing with them that is completely different, right? So it has a lot to do with trust as well. This can only, though, how do you go there? How do you go from fear to love? Basically, it's happening, right? So you go there, you choose this, you do the inner work, and by shedding more and more blocks, by shedding more and more resistance, that's really what it is, you automatically go to another place. It'll happen, right? And then once you are there, you'll know that, and there's an in-between where you maybe go back and forth and back and forth. But in this phase where you go back and forth and back and forth, you already know that you can get there. Yeah, that's what gives you confidence then. So the thing that is the most tricky part along the journey is when you are still in fear, still in the ego, still like loaded with resistance and blocks. How do you move forward? And what gives you confidence here, right? And what can give you confidence is a video like this, right? Twin flames who are on the journey, who have like made those experiences firsthand, and who know how to get through, right? And basically how to resolve and to clear those blocks. So and to know that that's the purpose of the whole thing. It's an ascension path. So the purpose of this love, not the purpose maybe, I mean, we meet lifetime after lifetime. We're always together in this with our twin flame. We're created together, so we're always together in this. But the moment that we have, we are so loaded with resistance, that we cannot find the way to the other twin, then it's like a mechanism, right? Once you're activated, once you choose that path, and the path comes to you, right? You didn't do anything to want that path or to choose that path. This path was just meant for you. And so there are other ascension paths, as you might know. There are like people who feel drawn to become priests or priestesses. There are people who feel drawn to be on that spiritual path from childhood because maybe they are very psychic, right? They have lots of gifts. So they have to deal with that, and they are on a spiritual path, on a path to ascension already, because otherwise they could not align with those gifts. And there are also people who suffer from an illness, and then they begin to walk that path, or people who lose a loved one. They have experience with death, with loss, also maybe loss of material things, and all of those things they have the potential to guide you on this path of ascension. And I think to do this as a couple, and to have this love relationship and this path of unconditional love is one of the most pleasant ways probably to ascend. But also along this path we are confronted with deep fears. It's really the fear to die, right? That's something very threatening each and every one of us has to face. We go through, maybe not each and every one, but we really go through our deepest fears. And we move through those deeper areas with the help of other people who are mirroring this to us. As I already explained in the last video, this can be your twin flame, and very often is not your twin flame, but a false twin or another player. Yeah, someone maybe in your family, or the boss or colleague at work, or someone in your neighborhood, someone really exactly give you what you need in order to feel a specific way. It's all about feelings on the journey. So when we talk about fear, being in fear, then it's like being in the shadow, right? Being in the shadow, acting from the shadow, being easily triggered and not knowing how to deal with it. So then creating from that place. Because basically, why as twin flames, and not only as twin flames, of course, but why as twin flames do we need to connect to our feelings? Because it's from our feelings where we are creating our future. That's for everyone, yeah? That's how things come into existence all around us. That's how we manifest all and everything. It's with our feelings. How do we feel about our life, about ourselves, about our relationships? So, of course, there are different areas of our life. And then in different areas, we have different feelings. We can feel very good about our health and very desperate about relationships or work or whatever, right? So we have different vibrations going on. It's not all just one vibration. There are degrees to this. And so the goal is really to let go of resistance in order for the natural flow to flow. And the natural flow is unconditional love. So that's who you truly are at the core. And then when you are in this flow and you follow and you have no resistance, usually, or the way you can recognize this is that you feel good. Yeah. And so the the state of being in fear or being in the shadow is basically blocking that state, because this who you are is never gone. You're always there, but only the stream, so to speak, is like blocked. And that's what, when you do the inner work, little by little those blocks fall away, and you don't have to build that stream. It's there, right? And it will show, and you will feel it, just because you will feel, for example, you will feel that you are loved. You will feel that you are worthy, that you don't have to prove anything. So those things then come naturally. It's effortless, right? And that's how you know that you have moved mainly into this state of being in love, which means that you align with who you truly are. Yeah, there are many ways you can put it. And you could also state, it's also helping because you have to choose it time and again. You can also state, I calibrate to my frequency of alignment. Yeah. Or you can align. Yeah. I align with who I truly am. And it's also very powerful, always very powerful, to do I am statements. I am in alignment. I am a person that is very aligned. I am in love with alignment. I like to be in alignment. I'm someone who likes to be in alignment. I am often in alignment. So those are all like statements that help you find that feeling. But do it in a way that is not like contradicting anything. Try to find something that you can say that doesn't give you a feeling of doubt or a feeling of a bad feeling, basically. Say, no, I'm not in alignment. Then choose something like, I like alignment. Yeah? Yeah, that's always very important. Otherwise, it's not working for you. It's working against. You're just reinforcing the resistance, right? So yeah, that's it for today. I very much hope that this is helpful. Let me know if you have questions around those stages. Yeah, I just broke it down into basically two stages, being in the state of fear and being in the state of unconditional love. So yeah, that's where we need to go. We stay in fear, then union cannot happen. Yeah, and first, well, when you shift to this unconditional love, this being in love, feeling loved, then that's basically what people mean also when they say you are in union with self. Yeah, that's being in union with self. So yeah, that's all. You find my office in the description box in case you want to work one-on-one on releasing your blocks. And otherwise, I wish you a wonderful day as always, and I see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.